This is Good Morning San Diego.
Well, Brad Perry's hanging out at the Barbershop this morning.
Yeah, it's all about Hawktober, which is a new organization that raises brain tumor awareness.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, morning to you. Yeah, you know, we're talking about Mass Kicker, who I'm meeting Eric right here. And this organization is pretty new, but is definitely making a big punch in the San Diego area, especially thanks to Floyd, 99's Barbershop. And this is John here. When we're talking, a great place. You know, this has been around for what, just 2 years?
A couple of years downtown here in the East Village.
And it plays a little kind of like on two things. One plays on, of course, Floyd's from Mayberry.
Correct. Yeah, we got old school and new styles down here.
So, and look, and the new style is all the rock and roll stuff in here. Now, are you a rocker? Is that why it's in here?
A little bit, yeah.
So, and I tell you, you guys, I mean, have teamed up for doing a lot of charity stuff, but Hawktober was kind of like maybe the favorite one around here?
Yeah, Hawktober was a big success. We did free Mohawk Mondays down here for brain cancer awareness, and so a lot of people came down and got the hawk and rocking the hawk out there for, tumor awareness.
Yeah, which is so great. And so they have teamed up also kind of like to make sure those guys who are getting shaved keep their mustaches kind of like, you know, clean and everything like that and do some great stuff. And I will say, I feel like I'm back in Mayberry because I'm looking at the prices. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's not that expensive to get a haircut down here.
No, not at all. You come down here and get trimmed up for November, and you're going to keep that thing lined up.
It'll become fun and everything. So we have Ron over there, who's one of our Movember members and also from the San Diego Home and Garden Lifestyle magazine, who's been helping put this together. But I want to come over to Eric here, who is with Mass Kicker. And this is a new organization, but you guys were the benefit of Hawktober, which actually takes place other places, but kind of like the first time big here. Let's talk about, what does Mass Kicker do?
Well, Mass Kicker is geared towards the newly diagnosed tumor or cancer patient, and we want to provide resources for them because it is a very difficult time.
Yeah, and what's very interesting is that you were pretty much a graduate of University of Michigan's medical department, and then you were out here and you got diagnosed.
Yeah, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor in 2005, and I used to work over at Sharp Grossmont, and I've been trying to find my way back ever since.
Yeah, and I think you're doing a great job because you have a lot of big support with you and stuff. And Hawktober was pretty great. I mean, you came and got cut, and you weren't ashamed or anything like that. And so a lot of people come out here. But you guys aren't done. You guys are still continuing on doing things.
Oh, definitely. We're just getting started, but Floyd's has been great with supporting Hawktober. I think the Mohawk, represents everything that, a survivor should, the attitude they should take.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, he has a great attitude. And you can go to their website. It's masskicker.org, which is great. .org.com. It's
.org.
I want to make sure there. And they've got all kinds of events. Hawktober was just one of them going on. They are also helping support Movember and everything. But great events going on, and I'm glad he came over and talking with Eric. He's great. So, but even though he's University of Michigan, we'll talk about the Notre Dame. We won't get into that there. But we're talking about having a good time here this morning at Floyd's, and you see them getting cut. And the guys over here are all ready for Movember, which is going to be coming up here today and kicking off. And what happens with Movember, you kind of like grow, test out the mustache, test out the beard a little bit, and then you get it all shaved off, clean shaved, and then you grow it back. So we have the classy team over there. We have the surf. Actually, I got to get these guys. This team over here, I know your team is the
Shaper Studios.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Surfers, kind of, or?
Yeah, surfers, and we shape surfboards.
All right, there you go. So, well, this is like a tradition, like the mustache is like in the surf world.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of like the 70s throwback.
I know, and this is the mustache, I have to say. Come on, bring it over here. Bring it over here. See, and that's the whole thing. When you see one of these mustaches, like, bring over your mustache. So, and I'll tell you, how long did it take you to grow that?
About a month and a half.
A month and a half.
Yeah.
So, oh man, I'll tell you. So when we come back, we're going to be talking, we're going to get shaved, we're going to get cleaned up, and we're going to kick off Movember, talk about the parties, David and Alexis, that go on to raise money, and also how the women are getting involved to help out this great cause for the month of November. We'll tell you what Movember is all about and what it does help fight.
Nothing wrong to jumpstart it on the very first day of November. Let's get going.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brad.
We will.
Thanks, Brad. Well, Hawktober is or what is it, Movember?
It's both. It's Hawktober
both.
and Movember.
It's a global event that raises funds and awareness for prostate cancer. Also talks about brain tumor awareness.
Yeah,
right?
Brad Perry is going to fill us in from the East Village this morning. Brad, so two separate events this month, right?
Explain, Brad.
They have, but they all are for one good cause, and that's, of course, to fight cancer and tumors there. We're down at Floyd's 99. You said it right here in downtown. And we were talking about Hawktober, which was the big event that just got done finishing up thanks to Floyd's and thanks to Mass Kicker here. Eric and them had the big event going on. They cut the hair. They had some fun. And throughout the whole month, people were getting their haircuts for a good cause. And yours is growing back there, Eric.
Yeah, it is growing back. Need to trim it up.
I love it. And this is really great. We brought Mass Kicker, which has just been around for about a year now. But this was started by you and some other people. And it's about pretty much getting into people's faces about, fighting these, cancer tumors and stuff.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of the cancer organizations out there are kind of sentimental and mushy. So I mean, Mass Kickers, we're kind of in your face.
Yeah, and this is something that you started and you want to do, and we love all that people are doing here and stuff. But like you said, we're getting there and getting it into people's faces. And another thing we're doing, and that is Movember. So we go from the mohawk to the mustache, which is great. And Movember is a very good cause. Ron, come on in here. Ron Donahue, who is from San Diego Home and Garden Lifestyle Magazine, and who is a big advocate of this. Now we got to ask, where did Movember come from?
Movember is about 8 years old. It started in Australia. Like all good ideas, it was a bunch of guys talking about something over beers. They said, hey, let's have a party. What should we do? Let's grow mustaches. No, that'll never work. Well, they raised $50,000 their second year out, and they got prostate cancer awareness involved. 5 years ago, it came to the United States, and it's really taken off. Worldwide, they've raised about $171 million.
Wow, it's amazing. And we have our teams right here. We're going to be talking to them in a little bit. And of course, going underneath the blade is my mustache right there. And I'll tell you, David and Alexa, we're going to talk more about this coming up because, it's a big thing that some guys forget about, and that's getting checked for prostate cancer and actually admitting to it. So we'll be back to talk more about that. And of course, see what happens to that mustache right there. Oh yeah, and mine too. So we're going to get them shaved.
So you're gonna shave yours, Brad?
Yeah, I'm hopping in the chair right now, so I'm gonna get in the chair, and when we come back, it should be gone, and then
all right. Before
the
and after.
mustache. I just like that mustache. So
I would like to
and
see
David,
the
are you gonna grow a
progress.
mustache?
What's that?
You
What's
gonna
that?
grow your mustache?
Me?
You gonna grow a mustache?
It'd be Christmas before my mustache would come in full.
We got time.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brad.
Right. Thanks,
All right.
Brad. Still to come on Good Morning.